Today's collectible spot, we are having a look at the CKRTLab Golden Age Guardians. We're having a look at the Black Terror. The Black Terror is one of two figures that make up Wave 1, coming to us from the folks over at CKRTLab. You can head over to www.ckrtlabtoys.com if you want to check out the other characters and the other pieces that they are producing. As Spot had mentioned, I believe I had mentioned actually in the package end of the review of the American Crusader, the one thing I really like about the packaging for these pieces as well is that should you ever want to keep them mint, in other words, never open these and never, take them out of their packaging, the window allows you to still get a full view, or at least the top torso view of the Black Terror, and then you don't have to actually open these pieces up. It kind of also, too, reminds me of something that I would see from, like, Toy Story, like a Buzz Lightyear. I almost envision the Black Terror being imprisoned in this Golden Age Guardians box, which I just kind of think is neat. On the side of the package, the two characters that make up Wave 1 are American Crusader and the Black Terror. Both of them have a 1 in 300 release. And then more limited, there are the black and white versions of those characters as well. For your armory, it includes a ray gun, pistol, truncheon, and sword. Now that came with the American Crusader as well, so I'm not sure if they're going to give us the same accessories for Black Terror. Of course, we'll have to open the packaging up to find out. On the other side of the packaging, Collect the Revolution, and I like how those hands are holding up, which again, something I touched base on with the American Crusader. I love the blockiness of the figures. I love that huge torso, little small, shorter leg area. That's a good design for future characters. On the back, we've already read we've already done the read-up of the American Crusader. The read-up on the Black Terror says, first appearance, Exciting Comics number 9, May 1941. Identity, Bob Benton. Superpowers, super strength and vulnerability, so it would be the same as American Crusader. Publisher is Nettor Publishing. Creators, Richard E. Hughes and Dan Gabrielson. Your read-up says, pharmacist Bob Benton develops an energy formula to help exhausted people. His assistant, Tim, accidentally added formic acid to the mixture. The resulting formic ethers gave Benton superpowers. He decided to use these powers to fight crime, so he became the nemesis of evil, the Black Terror. Tim reproduced the experiment and developed the same powers as the Black Terror. Together known as the Terror Twins, they went on to fight threats, both domestic and foreign, during and after World War II. Which is actually interesting because when I first saw images of both these characters, I actually thought the Black Terror was a villain. So it just goes to show. I do, though, really dig that outfit that he's sporting. It has a very Punisher look to it. And possibly this is maybe where Punisher got a lot of, or they got the cues to do Punisher from. You never know. On the underside of the packaging, again, CKRT Labs. You can head and check them also over at Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Spot is going to take a break, get this opened up, and when we come back, we're going to get a better look at the Golden Age Guardians Wave 1, the Black Terror. More heading your way, guys. Don't go anywhere. Oh no, don't go anywhere. Stay tuned. Packaged with the Black Terror, you actually get yourself 4 accessories. And they are actually the same accessories that were also packaged with the American Crusader. For example, the Black Terror comes with a pistol. Reaching off and bring in the pistol that came included with the American Crusader, you can see that they are the same cast, same coloring as well. Would have maybe been nice to see, maybe not so much the pistols, because I can imagine, the pistols would be probably one color, but maybe even like something like the ray gun would be nice to see it cast in a different color than the same gray. But some really nice paint. Maybe not so much nice paint, but nice sculpt, I should say, on the little blaster here, the ray gun. It does also come with the pistol. And other accessories, you also get yourself a truncheon, or like a nightstick kind of weapon. And then you also get yourself a sword. And the sword is a pliable rubber, so it won't break or anything like that. One thing Spot had mentioned when I did the review of the American Crusader is that the plastic in these pieces, as well as really also the plastic in the figures themselves, I find are really a durable plastic. They don't feel cheap or anything like that. They feel like a good high quality plastic. Putting just the accessories to the side, and actually, you know what, for comparisons, just reaching off camera here, and we'll bring in the American Crusader. Just want to show you guys the differences between the two pieces. Again, utilizing the same bodies, but where you see the difference come into play is the paint deco that they put on the two pieces. Whereas American Crusader, you have the stars, not so much the stripes, but you got the red, white, and blue going on there. With the Black Terror, kind of the opposite. And again, that's why initially seeing him, I thought maybe he was a villain, but again, another hero just fighting with a different outfit. I'm kind of torn as to which one I like more. They kind of have, or really they have things to them that you can see were inspirations for other characters. The mask, and of course something like that. I look at it, I think of something like a Robin, but you can kind of again see where vintage characters were inspirations to the kind of comics that we see nowadays. For the likes of Black Terror, he has more a black outfit with the skull on the front there. And it's not actually just the skull, something that you would see with like a Punisher, it's a skull and crossbones. He's got some yellow adorning the area where his cape would be fastened together. There's yellow striping around his arms, yellow striping around his legs, around the boot area, and then in his belt as well. The Black Terror also comes with a cape that you can remove. It's just a simple case of just not hinging it, but just taking off the shoulders of Black Terror. And it is a pliable cape, similarly in the way that the sword was a pliable rubber. The same thing also for the cape. You could, I mean, not that you would want to, but you could also really, for that reason, take the capes off, and you could switch them if you wanted to. Just put that on Black Terror. You could put that on American Crusader. Yeah, they don't have as much wow to them as, you know, inverting the colors, but just so you guys can see, you can easily just swap the capes out. Put the cape back onto American Crusader and back onto the Black Terror. I'm going to move the American Crusader off because we've, again, already had a look at him. As for your articulation, well, the articulation on these are set, so you still have a swivel head, which is a little stiffer, I find, on the Black Terror. He has a swivel in the head area. Swiveled arms, swiveled waist, no swivel or anything like that in the feet. But what I really like, and something I also mentioned for American Crusader, I love these swiveled hands. That sells this for me, this line. I love the swiveled arms. I don't know if... I'd love to see this body, like if CKRTLab could use this body and use it for other properties. I mean, I would love to see the proportions. I love how the broad shoulders, again, you've got the very more stockier lower torso, but it works really well for me, and especially the idea that you can rotate the arms, or rotate the hand area there. So yeah, I'm definitely on board. I would love to see more coming from them, you know, in the likes of, you know, more pieces. You know, for that matter, let's actually just give them double swords. I don't know, I just kind of picture them with double swords going on there. And again, with those hands being able to rotate, yeah, you got yourself a pretty fun looking piece, to say the least. Today's collectible spot, we were having a look at the CKRTLab. We're having a look at the Golden Age Guardians Wave 1, the Black Terror. Now, Black Terror and also the American Crusader come in black and white versions, which would be a piece that I would like to see as well. The coloring works on the full color works on the pieces, but really would have dug to see them in black and white also. Stay tuned, guys. Spot's going to have a whole lot more collectible spots in your way, and as always, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time.